Well, it's here. It's Health Wednesday, or Health Day Wednesday. It's Health Day. We'll just make it that way. Now, I am Clay Morris here at Amazing Grace Sportsnet. Thank you very much for showing up. Thank you. It's a 7 o'clock show. We do it at 7 a.m. in the morning, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I hope this video gets better because it's going in and out, the light and the dark. But if it doesn't get better, we're going to conduct it anyway. And here we go. Now, at age 63, I have a lot of people that ask me, how am I in such good shape? And what am I doing to stay in good shape? Well, I have a couple of things that I do. And one of them is your nutrition, our nutrition, my nutrition. That's the most important thing. Now, I go to the gym every day, 5 a.m. No, I'm there about 4 a.m. in the morning. And I get done about 5:30. Then I come home and I eat. Now, when we talk about nutrition, we talk about things that we should eat. And more importantly, we talk about things we shouldn't eat. My go-to guide for nutrition is basically similar to the Tom Brady diet. Tom Brady looks good at 45 or 46, and I look good at 63. So apparently it works pretty well. Now, one of the guys who popularized the diet is a guy named Dr. Gundry. And he made a book called The Plant Paradox, which really opened my eyes. That was about 7-8 years ago. And so began the journey. But before then, I have to tell a little story. I was on the police department, as you know, most of you know, for 30 years. And I came in the station one day, and I weighed about 210 pounds then. I was a little overweight actually I wasn't overweight for 6'4", but for my frame, I was overweight. And there was this other guy there, and he stood about 6'4", 6'5", and he used to weigh well over 300 pounds. Well, Bobby came in the station, and now he looked like he was under 300 pounds. And I was like, what the heck? I said, so Bobby, what's going on? You looks like you're losing weight. He goes, yeah, Clay. He said, I'm on a new diet. And I go, really? A new diet? What diet is this? He says, I've gone gluten-free. Now, this is about 15 years ago. If it's 2022 now, 15 years ago or so. And gluten-free was a new thing. I had never heard of it. And I said, what the heck is gluten-free? And he says, well, you eat no bread and no pasta, wheat, bada boom, bada bang, bada bang. Dude was Italian. So when he said not eating any pasta, it was like just going cold turkey off drinking or cigarettes, because pasta is a main staple of Italian cuisine. So Bobby says, yeah, I've gone gluten-free and my knees feel better, my back feels better, and da-da-da. Now, unbeknownst to most people, when you're a police officer, you're walking around with this gun belt, and it weighs about at least 10 pounds. You're carrying around your waist every day. It's bad news for your back and your knees and everything else for your health, but you got to do it. So when he said his knees felt better, his back felt better, I was in. I had to go find out what this was. So I did some research and I started going gluten-free, and so begins the journey. Actually, 15 years ago is when I started beginning my health journey. Now, I thought I ate healthy, before then, but I started going gluten-free and I found out my knees didn't hurt as much. I didn't have the achiness. I still had some problems because I had 3 surgeries on my knees. And the accumulation of that meant there was going to be some sort of pain no matter what. But the other knee felt better. The right knee still had its pain, but the left knee felt better. And so I was able to function more efficiently and effectively. Now, in my story, I thought I was eating well. And now as we fast forward with the gluten-free thing, and we're going forward 8 more years, we run into this thing. Now, this is called the longevity paradox, and it's a sequel to the plant paradox. So you should get the plant paradox first. And I've had several books of the plant paradox, but I gave them away. I want people to know what they should be eating and what they shouldn't be eating and what it's doing to them. Basically, for you people that are eating what you think is a healthy diet, you're going to be surprised to find out that half the things you are eating on your healthy diet are poisoning you. And the reason why you don't know this is because these are staples of American dining out, the things that you're going to find out. they're staples. And if you found this out, a lot of restaurants, chains, and the whole 9 yards might be in trouble. So I'm going to say Tom Brady's already put it out. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are one of the main things. Peppers, something we can't get enough of. Anything to do with nightshade. So tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, things of that sort. All the things we love. They're trying to kill you. Now, I say this and you think I'm joking, but I'm not joking. A lot of if you're on medication, a lot of your situations have arisen because of these foods that you've been eating that you thought were healthy. It's those foods and there's more. So I discovered that. And like I said, I was flummoxed. I was floored. I didn't know what to do. And 75% of all the things I ate was in the book saying not to eat. And so I had to change my whole diet and everything. Now, I go to a gym in the morning and I know a girl there named Onique. And Onique, she's getting in shape. Her body's starting to look good. Face is starting to look good. When I first met her, we were talking and she said that she was a vegan basically. And that, she didn't eat any meat. And I said, well, that's probably not the problem because she had a lot of inflammation. So that's probably not the problem. I said, it's probably the vegetables you're eating. And she said, I eat all the right stuff. And we all thought we were eating the right things, as I did before I got the plant paradox. Turns out, Onique has lost weight even faster now since she started changing her diet. Now, changing your diet is going to be the hardest thing you do. Going to the gym, working out, pumping iron, running on the treadmill, running around the block, running around the park. It's going to be easy compared to changing your diet because you have to change your thinking when it comes to changing your diet. And that's going to be something that you're going to have to train to do. It's something you're going to have to work at every day. So best of luck to that. But first, on your journey to health, you want to go out and get the plant paradox. I'm not going to say that it's 100% correct because who knows what is 100% correct. But it's pretty much on point when it comes to eating things that will make you feel better or not eating the things that are making you not feel so good without you even knowing that these things are the cause of it. So we start off with there. Plant paradox, Dr. Gundy. This is the longevity paradox, also by Dr. Gundy, in which he delves into it even more. So after you read the plant paradox, you can move on to the longevity paradox. And then that's when you can be in your 60s and up at 3 a.m. in the morning and going to the gym and feeling like a champ, looking like a champ, walking like a champ, acting like a champ. Because that's what gets it done. Anyway, no journey's complete. I'm still on the journey as far as eating better. I just eat a lot better than I used to. And that's a good thing. And that's what I'm trying to encourage everybody else to do. Because your health is your most important thing. You can't enjoy anything in life in your health. Now, sports fans, let's get to something that's like really on my mind. Now, we watch the NFL, the NFL, and I see a lot of stadium shots with guys with beer bellies that they're living in New York, but the beer bellies stretch all the way to Iowa, if not further. It's a recipe for disaster. You can't have that, people. Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans everywhere, sports is great, but the most important thing in the world is you, not the sports. You got to take care of you. Now, if you don't take care of you, you're going to end up at the doctors. And I don't know whether you've known it or not, but doctors don't cure anything. No, it's not their job. Their job is to prescribe medication. Now, I have a friend of mine at the gym. He's a doctor, and he's actually a naturalist, and he doesn't know it. You see, another friend of mine had the chance. Another friend of mine was talking to him about some stomach situations that he was having. And my friend, Mike, didn't go the Prilosec and the medication type thing. He recommended something called pepsin. It's called betaine pepsin or pepsin betaine. Sort of like a thing that you ingest before you start eating. and it helps neutralize the acid, or it helps your body to process the acid in order to break down the food. Now, I knew a little bit about it. I didn't let on the mic that I take it also. You can buy that in any natural food store. So the next thing on the agenda, after you read the Plant Paradox, is to start investing in yourself. Start looking around for the things naturally that will fix you. Because when I walk into a doctor's office, when I go to a hospital, they check my blood pressure. It's 110 over 65, 70. They look at me and they say, wow, how old are you? And I tell them, well, whatever age I was at the time. Now, this has been going on for the last 10 years since I was 53. Now I'm 63 and I was in the hospital about a year ago and the same thing happened. And I tell them and they go, excuse me? And they say, are you on any medication? I go, no, I'm not on any medication. Now, that doesn't mean that I haven't had situations. We've had prostate situations. We've had elevated, what is it? Well, elevated heart things, situations, triglycerides, darn it, cholesterol, elevated cholesterol, bada boom, bada bang. And when I get these diagnoses, I go look up and see what I can do holistically or naturally to alleviate the problem. See, I'm trying to get my body right. My body's not going to get right by taking medication. It's just going to take care of that particular situation. And more than likely, might lead to a situation where it could be worse. But if I try to get my body right, what is the problem underlying in my body? Well, a lot of it's going to be exercise. Let's just start off with that. You're going to have to exercise, ladies and gentlemen. You can't sit around waiting for Sunday to Sunday, just working every day and not exercise, just coming home and eating and watching television. Bada boom, that's not going to do it. You're going to have to exercise either before or after work. Most of you can't exercise during work because you're working. But if you can exercise before or after work, take some time and invest in you. Start doing it that way. Then start looking around when you go to the doctor and he says X, Y, and Z. What are you doing that's contributing to the problem? Of course, it's going to be diet. So you're going to have to change your diet. So after you've done the Plant Paradox reading of it, and you start incorporating it, and now you start exercising, you're going to find out a lot of things start to dissipate in themselves. Okay? So we've done that. We checked out the Plant Paradox and whatever other seed crosses we've added to it, maybe the TB12 diet, if you want to do the strict Tom Brady diet. And avocado ice cream is not bad. It tastes just like any other ice cream. So before anybody gives you any crap, and if you actually go on the avocado ice cream diet and anyone gives you any crap about it, no, it tastes just like any other. You know why? Because it's just fat. Whether it's dairy fat or plant fat, which avocado is, it's just fat. And so they just mix a flavor into the fat, whip it up, nice and frothy, and freeze it. And now you have ice cream, which is good for you. So you actually have ice cream that is good for you instead of ice cream that is not good for you. And how can you go wrong with that? So when I do that, that means you're going to invest in keto bars too. So you're going to get some keto bars. Go to Amazon and find keto bars. Okay. Fat bombs, fat keto bombs. Your coffee. Buy your coffee and put MCT oil in it. What is MCT oil? It's coconut oil. Refined, regenerated, whatever the case may be. But it will give you the same frothiness or fatness in your mouth like oat milk or dairy milk or whatever dairy that you use in order to get it creamy. Get that little creamy taste or that nice creamy taste that you get when you put dairy in it. Not necessarily dairy, but a creamer. MCT oil. It's keto. Not only that, it will start burning the fat that you have accumulated around your organs. That's right. You have accumulated fat around your organs. Your intestines, your kidney, pancreas, everything. You've been eating. It's been having to get stored somewhere when you overeat or you die. If it can't get rid of what you've been eating, right? Remember now, you can eat, I don't know how many times a day, but how many times a day can you go to the bathroom? Not as much. So it has to be stored somewhere. And a lot of it gets stored fat And a lot of it gets stored around your organs, fat around your organs. Now, I'm going to see that if I can pull up anything. I took some pictures today and of me at the gym. Now, this would be nice if I could show you these pictures. I need, you know what? I need an engineer. Anybody want to apply for an engineer job? You have to get up in the morning though, because we're going to be doing this at 7. But if you know how to do this, then just email me and we're going to work something out, because this has got to be an easier way to do it. Because if it's left up to me, I don't think it's going to go well as far as picking up things. Well, I'll tell you what. Now, bear with me, because there's a way to turn this around, but I haven't figured it out yet on my studio. So you're going to be looking at me sideways at the gym. Yeah, right there. That's me. Now, if I could turn it around, I'll show you. But that's me at the gym this morning. And those are my abs at 63 years old. Not too bad, right? Nah, not too bad. Could be worse. And so when you start eating better and you start going to the gym and your body starts getting in shape, as you know, I ran a 5K last week and a 5K the week before. And there's another picture of me at the gym flexing my muscles. Of course, it's sideways, which makes it really stupid. But people, if I could turn it around, I could. I mean, if I knew how to turn it around, I would. I'm not doing this to be a knucklehead. It's just that's the way it is right now. Let's see if we can get right back to where we were. Get this off the air. There we go. We're back. So it's been about 17 minutes on, and I usually like to close out in 20 minutes. So you have the gist of the thing. You're going to get the plant paradox. Now, Dr. Gundry, I'm going to have to contact him because, see, I'm kind of pushing this book here. And in American capitalism, I should get paid. But I'm doing this out of kindness to my heart because I want people to be healthy. And I'll talk to Dr. Gundry later about this. Okay? So we're going to look at changing our diet. Then, after we look to change our diet, we're going to look to exercise more. Okay, if you want to enjoy these games, remember now, athletic events are stressful on the heart. That's right. You know, there's a lot of stress that's on your body and on your heart when you watch an athletic event. Many a person has died, a heart attack, strokes, or whatever, because they were out of shape and they were watching a stressful but exciting athletic event. So now you want to exercise. Then you want to start looking around for things that are going to help you. Keto bars, okay, to snack on, because all of us are snacking. Anyone who says he's not snacking, I don't know. Maybe they're telling the truth, but it's not for the majority of us. You're going to go to the gym. You want to get some creatine. This is called creatine. I'm going to let both men and women on 2 secrets here. 2 secrets to give you juice and energy in the morning. And they are both natural. Now, I recommend these things, but I'm not prescribing them. I don't want anybody going around saying I prescribed anything and open me up for some sort of lawsuit that says, he told people to do this. I'm not telling anybody to do anything. And if I have, I take it back. But I take this in the morning. It's called NCM. Actually, it's hard to pronounce, but nicotinamide mononucleotide and polyphenols by Dr. Gundry. These are semi-expensive. If you can find them, get them, because they give you a boost in the morning along with the NMN. That's what it is. NMN. So it would be nicotinamide, mononucleotide, NMN. These things, those 2 things there. Now, the second one, the NMN, I gave to my wife. She was going through some menopause. She's younger than me. But that didn't stop her from going through menopause when she hit 50. And we gave her some booster shots and things of that sort. And we went down and we did some medical things and they shot some stuff in her butt and made her feel better for a period of time. But 3 months later, she was back to feeling depressed and out of sorts. We tried this and bam, just like that, it changed everything. Now, can it do it for you? If you're a lady and you're going through premenopause or menopause, maybe. From what I understand, people that I've recommended it to who are going through this and have taken that, they've had good results. It's a lot cheaper and than the shots in the butt. And it's something you can administer yourself 1 a day. That's it. So we do that. I also want to recommend to you that you have to clean out your colon. So while reading the book, start doing a flush of your colon because there's some things accumulated in there that need to come out so you can just reset your whole body. And that's going to do it. We're running out of time. I'll have to continue with this at another date. But in the beginning, you're going to read The Plant Paradox. Bada boom. This is another place, Longevity Paradox, but it's the book. Okay? And then you're going to work on exercise. You're going to have to carve out some time for yourself because you are important, everybody. You are important. Then, after you do that exercise, you're going to get the supplements that are going to bring some balance back into your life and some happiness back into your life, like some things I just mentioned, creatine if you're going to the gym, a little keto if you like, your dairy and your coffee that also burns whatever fat you have around your tissue. And then, of course, your snacks. You're going to need your little salty snacks that are, now this is an almond tortilla. So instead of the corn tortilla, which does nothing for you, and it's actually maybe bad for you. See, I'm not going to say it is bad because I could get sued because I'm not a medical expert. Even if I was a medical expert and I said that, I could probably get sued. So I'm not going to say that. I say it may be bad for you. It's corn. You might want to look up what corn does to your body. This is almond. Okay, so you're making these changes and then you're coming up with a better result. And when you have a better result, you're happier. When you're happier, life is better. So let's enjoy our life. Let's enjoy ourselves. Remember, Clay Morris, Amazing Great Sports Network, Health Wednesdays. Next Wednesday, we'll be moving on to something else. I'm probably going to take this to the gym. It might not be live, but I'm going to take this to the gym. We're going to record workouts that I do on Wednesdays. And I work out with guys that really push me, guys that are 20 years younger than me, and they can't hang. I wish that was true. Have a good evening, everybody. You take care. See you on Friday when we discuss the preview of NFL Week 6. I'll see you then. Until then, ciao, bella, arrivederci, hasta la vista. And I'll know some new words by the time we get to Friday. Some new goodbyes, maybe some Chinese, some Indian words, some Hindi, Taglu, Tukalu, whatever it is. Talk to you then. Ciao.